This one goes out to the heroes. Everyday heroes! Yeah, I'm talking to you. You probably are like, I'm not a hero, you're talking to the wrong person. And I'm all like, you're talking to your TV. So listen up. I think you're a hero and you don't even know it yet. Maybe you're like me, you look in the mirror and you don't really see a hero. You look and you just see a regular kid. A really good-looking regular kid. But you're a hero. Whether you're a kid or a grown-up. You're way more than you might think you are. You're more than your problems and you're more than your mistakes. Somewhere inside, you're a hero. You might not have a cape or wear underwear outside your clothes. That's probably a good thing. You have everything right now to change the world. Everything! Heroes are just ordinary people who've done extraordinary things. They inspire other people to be extraordinary. People like Nathaniel. He's 12 years old and he's now okay with the fact that there are people in the world who don't have clean water. He raised enough money to help 30 schools in Central Africa. Madison, when she was 15, she created a beauty pageant for boys and girls that have special needs because she wanted to celebrate real beauty. My friend Bob, he's 55 and he's living out love in so many different ways. Right now he's working on building the school so kids in Uganda know they're loved. Kids can change the world and grown-ups can change the world. It would go a whole lot faster if we worked together. Heroes are made when ordinary people like you and me decide to be extraordinary or extra ordinary. Extra ordinary. That's too many extras. Here's what I'm trying to say. If you want to be awesome, treat people awesome. It's about strength. Firepower. Not like picking up a car kind of strength. I'll pick it up and just drop it and go like, oh, he's so nerdy, but so strong. I want to go out with him. He can pick up a car. But it's not about that. I'm talking about compassion. Nothing stronger than that. It's what changes things. So who's been a hero to you? Da-da-da. Parents? Teachers? Friends? Let them know. Heroes don't always know that you're heroes. We all need reminders. The little things that we do are a big deal. Heroes are people in our lives who see us what we really are. Awesome. Did you hear that? I said it. You're awesome! You're awesome. You don't need a cape and you don't need money. You don't even need to be bitten by something radioactive. You just need to care. And if you are bitten by something radioactive, you should go to a doctor, sir. It'll make your pee green. It would be cool to fly or be part spider or be part squirrel. I don't think part squirrel is a thing. Is that a thing? Like a man squirrel? But you're already filled with superpowers. So don't wait for a signal in the sky. Look a little closer at the world around you. You're ready right now. It's time to be the hero that you're meant to be. Cake, what are you not okay with? Think about it. Now what do you have? And who can you bring with you? Everybody! 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 You have everything that you need to make someone's day more awesome. Someone may never told you this, but I promise it's true. The world needs heroes, and that hero could be you. That hero could be you. And that hero could be you. Yeah. Let's do this.
At this time, you guys, it brings us to a very, very special segment of tonight's event. We are going to give away what is called the Good for Nothing Award. How many of you have ever heard Good for Nothing before? Tonight's meeting is probably a little different than what you've heard in the past. The Good for Nothing Award is for somebody who does good in their community and doesn't expect anything in return. So they do good for nothing. For no money. They're not doing it to be seen or to even be acknowledged for it. They're just doing it to do good in their community. And we have a video that'll introduce tonight's recipient of that.
My name is Janae Kirby, but everyone just calls me Nene. I'm 12 years old, and I started Lunches with Love when I was about 10. It's me, my mom, and my stepdad, Omar. Without them, I couldn't really do this much. We make the lunches ourselves, and we package them. go downtown around Skid Row, once you go down there, it kind of hits you. I see women with 2 to 3 kids and are homeless, and they need help. I'm a kid and I'm always hungry. So I can imagine how hard it is for them to be not knowing where their next meal is coming from. It makes me feel very sad when I see another kid on the street, because that kid could be me. It could be my friend that lives next door. And it just makes me more eager to go out and help. The need is real. If you think that you're just one person and you can't do anything, think again. I'm a 12-year-old kid and I take my parents and do this. All it takes is a small group of people that want to make a difference, and anything is possible. It's good to know that you're doing something great with your time. Well, we gave out all of our lunches. As you can see, my bag is empty. The reaction on their faces, it was just amazing. I wish we could do more, but with what we had today, we made a difference.
That's awesome. We want to invite Nene to come up, and she's going to be escorted by her father. I was watching as they played the video, and she was crying because she didn't know that she was going to receive this tonight. So we want to give you this, and we want to thank you for being thanks for being a global good for nothing. When I found out you were going to be here when we was going over, I'm excited about everyone, but I just started crying. Because a 12-year-old making a difference is powerful. What started it?
Okay. Well, hi everyone. I'm Nene. Yeah, obviously. I was 12 when I shot that. I'm 13 now. And basically what started Lunches with Love is I'm an actress, and so I would have to go to a lot of different places and film, and one of them is downtown Los Angeles, where I live in Los Angeles. And I would see, all these homeless people, men, women, children, and I got kind of curious. Like, even as a young age, as a toddler, I saw homeless people, and I didn't know exactly, why they're homeless or, how I could help. Ever since I was little, I've always tried to be helpful in any way I could by helping out around the house or, just doing good. I've always been someone that likes to see positive things happening, especially from the youth. So as I got older, I kind of took it upon myself to do something. Even though right now Lunches with Love it's small, but I would like it to grow. And even though I can only help a certain amount of people when I can, just helping anyone is it's great seeing, being able to put a smile on someone's face or make their day or know that you're helping them. I've seen multiple people come up here today and talk about finding their purpose in life. And, I'm still a kid. I'm 13. So I'm still experimenting with different things as far as what I want to be when I grow up. And I still have plenty of time to figure that out. But I know one thing's for sure, it's going to be helping people. And I'm not exactly sure, exactly what that is. Like I said, as of now, I'm acting, and I'm currently producing and writing my own films. And they're for kids my age to enjoy and to help inspire others, because I just want to see people do good. And I think that even if you start off small and you reach one, and then they can tell someone about what I did and maybe want to start something of their own and get involved. And so I think that's kind of how Lunches with Love started, and it's become something that is very dear to my heart, and I want to put as much effort into it as possible. And I just want to see good happen in the world, because right now, especially in this time, in this generation, there's a lot of bad going on. And I think we need some change in any way possible. So I just want to be helpful and leave a legacy that I helped, I inspired. I want to leave footprints in the sand. So thank you so much. I wasn't expecting this. Wow, I'm crying. I get so emotional. But thank you.
I think that's the beautiful part about it. You know, she's so humble. Parents, you've done an amazing job. And so we just want to say, I don't think we just have, so when they say, honey, you good for nothing, it has another meaning now. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Give it up for Nene, you guys.
Got it? Okay.
I think we have, do we still have one last thing we can give away?
Oh my God, I'm just,
Or did we give everything away?
I'm speechless. I think we have something. I just want to give everything to Nene right now.
Was Nene amazing, you guys?
I think we're all going to go home and have a pep talk with our children tonight.
Yeah, or with ourselves.
Except the good for nothing would be a little different with our children tonight.
Yeah, because it's kind of like if you see her and she can do it, what's wrong with the rest of us?
What can we do?
Yeah, so she kind of takes away all of the excuses that you might have, right? Like,
yes.
You know, so good stuff. We're going to give something away.
I thought you wanted to shake my hand.
I do, yeah. Because you're an awesome co-host.
Oh, well, thank you,
You're
darling.
welcome.
So, yes, do clap. Well, I would love to call someone out tonight for a gift card.
Okay.
Okay. I kind of had to pull them along the way. And they were sitting up straight during the whole evening. And then when McFarland came, I saw the body go like this. What does that mean, Don?
They're paying attention.
They're paying attention. Doc, come up. I think you deserve a gift card tonight.
Who?
Doc.
Doc? Come on, Doc. Come and get your gift card.
And that's what tonight is all about. You didn't know exactly what you were coming here to get, but I don't think anybody left here empty tonight.
Very good. So you guys, this whole thing tonight has been all about being inspired, being motivated, being educated, about leaving a legacy, about transformation within yourself. And we just hope that something has touched you tonight to cause you to want to do more. But this whole thing was put together and put on by somebody who is already inspiring, who is out there touching lives, who has a great big vision to go out and change the world one person at a time. He's been a very, very dear and good friend of mine for many years now, and he's all about making it great. And I know tonight he has made it great for you.
Yes.
He's looking to leave a stamp on your life, and so that you would take something out of here and go out and do something great.
It's not about the money. It's about your passion, guys, and following that. If you find that and go into its full potential, the money will chase you down. What's going on, huh? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Cedric Crawford saying we only get one time through this life thing, so let's not spend it or waste it trying to make it just good. Let's make it great.
You guys having an awesome time. Have you had an awesome time so far tonight? I'm sitting in the back, and there's been so many different people that's graced the stage tonight that's just really made me smile, and I built this smile one tooth at a time, so if you see it. And look, when Nene came up, she didn't know, her parents drug her up here from LA, actually. And she didn't know that she was going to be given an award to tonight, and they kind of sprung it on and surprised her. And how can you not see that video and not fall in love with what she's doing? And I'm in the back, and I've seen it a few different times, and I still feel myself welling up when I see it, and I'm like, man, what inspiration that's coming from someone that's so young. And she's 12. Can I give you a high five or something? Just something. All right, sound effects there. I mean, and our youth is leading like this. It just blows my mind that that's happening. You know, actually, Chase, are you here, my daughter? Where you at, Chase? Chase, come here. Come up here real quick. I want Chase to share something with you guys. Let's clap her up. Clap her up. This is my daughter, Chase. And our theme is leaving a legacy. I want you to do that. I do a lot of writing, a lot of poems and what have you that are designed with a message. And I'm gonna put on a spot here and see if she can pull one off. Go ahead.
Leave a Legacy, from the book Breadcrumbs to Making It Great by Cedric R. Crawford. There once was this man whose hair was all gray. He sat on his porch in a rocking chair all day. He spent most of his days just crying alone because all of his kids had grown and moved on. His wife had passed away a few years before, and the future for him, he didn't know it was in store. He spent most of his days thinking of what he should have done and the quality time missed with his daughters and sons. His mind was overflowing with thoughts of regret and the type of example he had managed to set. He never had time to see his kids at their games, and he never once knew their closest friends' names. He never had time to go to family events because on his job was where most of his time was spent. He really thought he had his priorities in order, but he lacked the proper bond with his sons and his daughters. He thought about his job and he worked all the time, but the words legacy and creating memories had never crossed his mind. W-O-R-K was the way he spelled love, you see. But his kids chose to spell it T-I-M-E. Oh, what a shame, some will say when this story is told, but it's all too common for those of us who grow old. It's amazing to see what some value the most, a nice house, fancy cars, and other luxuries we boast. It's okay to have nice things, but don't let them be your vice or prevent you from playing an active role in your kids' lives. You see, this old gray-haired man had realized this all but too late, that creating a legacy and making memories is not up for debate. He was finally starting to see he was reaping what he had sowed, and for expecting family visits, his kids never showed. Success on a job can never make up for failure at home. So take heed to this message before your kids are grown and gone. And if they're already grown and gone and you never took the time, be sure to give them a framed copy of my short little rhyme. Work as you must to live and faithfully carry the torch so that one day you can smile on that porch. So from this day forward, think of what you must do. And remember, in life, we only get one time through. Pay close attention to what you do and how you behave, and make sure to create a legacy that makes you smile from that grave. So when your name is mentioned by those who remain, they'll smile and only think of positive things. So when it comes your time to draw your last breath and check out, may your loved ones say, he or she knew what leaving a legacy was all about.
Good job. Awesome. 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 Wow. I'm sitting over there just getting these goosebumps, just like, oh my. And she's 10, and I tell you, she's got a lot of them locked away and internalized, and she can pull them babies off. And I tell you, she's so far ahead of where I was when I was her age, I got to tell you. And so it makes me feel good to see that, the legacy of what I do is being cast off to her as well, and my other kids as well, Cedric and Chance that are in the room. I tell you this, legacy, it's an acronym. I create a lot of those, by the way. Legacy, living every day, giving all completely of yourself. I think that's a real catchy one. Because literally, if you can leave a legacy where you're giving completely of yourself, what more else is there to ask of you? And like exhausting and leveraging and squeezing the juice out of every minute in anticipation that the next one won't happen. And guess what? One day you'll be right. Because we're not guaranteed the next minute. We don't know. I believe that we don't come back. We get one shot. And so then the question becomes, what are you doing with that shot? I'm so glad that you guys were able to come out here and you're sitting there and you're peering back at me, and I got to tell you, what's the legacy that you guys have left? And let's give them a hand again. The runners and Coach White, the whole crew, everybody here tonight. I'm not going to be before you long, but I did want to be able to try to just wrap this thing up in a nice little tight bow and say, hey, this is why we're here. So I'm going to keep it short. Matter of fact, let me see. I've got something here. Anybody know what this is? It's not a trick question. There you go. It's an hourglass, and it's not an hour, no. It's not. It's actually 18 minutes and 18 seconds. I don't know why the manufacturer put it that way. But as we all can agree, it's used to record what? Yeah, I'll help you with the hard ones. Time. It's time. So we're going to turn this over. And no, I'm not going to be up here 18 minutes, by the way. But we're going to let that run. Now, time is a lot of things. It's faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than any locomotive, able to leap the tallest of buildings in a single bound. And no, it's not a bird or plane or Superman. It's time. And it's a lot of things, but one thing it's not is recyclable. You can't get it back. So what are you doing with yours? So whether you're 10 or 110, we all have 24 hours in the day. And the thing that makes the difference from those who are creating legacies that are worth duplicating or being plagiarized, is the ones that actually take captive those 24 hours and they're living them with some type of intent. One of you said intention. Success does not happen by accident. You're exactly right. It's with the greatest of intention. And being able to leverage that potential and not just keep the potential lying dormant, but leveraging this time to do some things. I tell you the best way to build that legacy thing, because like it or not, everybody in here, every last one of you, bar none, no exceptions, you're leaving some type of legacy. And either that legacy is something that people want to duplicate or something that acts as a warning for not to duplicate. And some of us have a little mixture of both. In fact, all of us probably have a little mixture of both. If you agree with that, say yes. Yes, we do. But it's a legacy. So it's going to serve, your life's going to serve as an example of what to do or what not to do. And so then the questions come down to you. What are you deciding to do with those actual things with your life and those minutes that we cherish that we cannot get back? If you're getting it, say, oh yeah. All right, and it's really important how we model this legacy thing. I know we throw words like that around, but this legacy thing is really big. And the best way I can actually try to get this across and convey it is that your legacy, the best way to make it stick is to model it for people. I love modeling it for my kids and other people that dare to get close enough to me to listen. I like to let them see what happens and cast the vision. And not just the success part. This whole pie thing was birthed from a what-if scenario. But then, does that surprise you? If you look around, everything we see without exception was birthed from someone what-if scenario. Pie is the same thing. I discussed it with my kids and said, hey guys, I have this idea, I have this dream, that Coach White said, that I want to do something to bring people together and be able to inspire them, motivate them, encourage them, rejuvenate them, transformate them. Pick another item and it probably fits. I said, well, how can I do that? I can bring them in and we can do that. So I want to model that stuff and let them watch you succeed. But even more importantly than that, is let them watch you fail. But you don't stay in the failure. You watch them, let them watch you bounce back. Because see, there's even a lesson in the failure. So very important. In fact, don't allow the memory of your last failure to bully you into a mindset of mediocrity. I like to say it that way. In fact, I got Brent. You still here, Brent? Brent here. Brent, I'm gonna share this. Just not long ago, I actually just was in the area and I stumbled over to his house. I hadn't seen him in a couple of years, and I pull up, and he lives on like an acre. He's got this chain link fence out front, and so I pull up, and I'm greeted by these barking dogs. One of them was like a yellow lab, and the other one's like a small mystery mutt. I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, they were both barking at me. So I'm like, okay. And I didn't see a doorbell or anything because the house was about 30 feet away, 30 feet or so. And so I look up, and his wife, Kim, is there, and she looks out the door, and she's like, hey, go ahead and open the gate and walk up the driveway and come on up here. So I'm like, what? But you see these dogs right here? They look hungry and looks like they like dark meat. So I'm like confused. So I'm like, what? She said, yeah, go ahead, open the gate, walk up the driveway, and come on up. Are you sure? You ever had that moment where you're like caught between a rock and a rock? Not a hard place, but a rock. And you're like, okay, I got a decision to make. Am I going to be a punk and walk away or, whatever? It's okay, no, I'm going to go ahead. So reluctantly, I open the gate. I walk up the driveway. I got to paint this picture. Here's the driveway, and here's the grass. And I'm walking, and I'm like, I know they can smell this fear. That's what they say, right? So I'm walking, and I'm trying not to make bless you. I'm trying not to make eye contact. And they're just coming at me. Row, 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 row. And I'm continuing to walk. And they're row, 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 row. And they're doing a thing. And so I get on up, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. But I'm walking. So I get up there, and I get in the house. And obviously, I'm thinking like you, right? What was going on? So I asked her, Kim, what just happened back there? She's like, oh, well, they used to wear a shock collar. And anytime they step foot on the driveway, it would shock them. Now, she loves animals. She's a veterinarian or something like that. She owns Critters Without Litters. So they do the spade neutering and stuff. So if you want to get it cheap, just go to Critters Without Litters. Anyway, okay. So she says, no, it doesn't hurt them. It just gets their attention. And so I was like, wow. But they don't have the collars on anymore. And so she was like, yeah, I know. They're dumb. And so I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? And so just like anything else I do, I just can't let it pass. I got to write something about it and find something in it that I can share with other people. In fact, if you like stuff like that, get my book, Make Breadcrumbs to Making It Great. There's tons of this stuff in there. And so I said, I'm going to write about this. And I said, there's a parallel here that has to do with human behavior. You see, they remember the pain of what it happened when they touched foot on that driveway, right? We as humans, when we fail or fall short of something, it kind of stings you, and then we remember it. And then if we're not careful, most of us will allow that memory to force us into a mediocre mindset of one that I'm not going to try again. If that's making sense, just blink your eyes. But here's the deal. We're humans, and they're dogs. So we can choose to say, no, wait a minute. That failure, that adversity is there to make me stronger. In fact, adversity is an acronym, ADVERSITY. It's the ability to develop via experiencing rough situations that involuntarily train you. Okay, the applause to that. I mean, it's involuntary. We don't expect it. We don't ask for it, but it comes to make you stronger. So we have to just say yes to it. And that makes all the difference for us. So yes, leaving that legacy and saying, hey, not just see me succeed, but also see me fail and then bounce back from that is important. If you're getting to say, oh yeah, oh yeah. Now what's this pie thing all about? I know some of you probably ask. Raise your hand again if this is like your first pie event. Oh, before you do that, hold this. Let me get this out of the way because I know there's some people still left here. Raise your hand if you're not going to raise your hand no matter what I say. All right, we got one. We got one over here. There's always one in every group, I tell you. There's two in this one. No, okay, no, we got it. Okay, raise your hand if this is your first pie event. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what is this pie thing? Can you put that graphic up there real quick? We'll run through it real quick. The P, I'm just going to throw it out there. Pie. It's your passion and your purpose. What is that? And I came up with this concept. I'm not going to tell you how it happened. Don't have time. So anyway, but the P is the passion and the purpose thing. What is that? And we throw these words out like they're just in the air. But it really does mean something. What is it? And it doesn't matter what age you are. Define that thing. And if you don't know what it is, that's your homework for life, by the way. The next one is we take that passion and purpose and that thing that makes us come alive, and we start to transition in the second phase of pie, which is the I phase, which is the idea, the imagination phase, and the innovation phase, where you start to imagine what it is that you can do to make an impact on this hurting humanity. What is it? There's something. I know some of you are sitting there saying, I don't have anything. Oh, yeah, you do. And some of you are saying, hey, well, I'm kind of up there in age. I don't have anything left to do. Oh, yeah, you do, because you're still here. If you're above ground and breathing, you qualify. You got something else that's left. If you believe that, say, oh, yeah. It's true anyhow. So if you're still above ground and breathing, you got something to do. So you got to find it. In fact, in my favorite book, there's a guy that actually was hanging on the cross, and his last words was, it's finished. Then he was gone. So if you're still here, it's not finished. You still got some more to do. So what is that thing? So innovate, do that thing. And then the E is for your excellence. What is that thing you're going to create, and how are you going to do that? What is it? You know, you got the Microsofts, the Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs, the Socrates, all these other people. But then you have the people who are involved in the faith-based community and in the business community, all these other things that they've birthed. And then the fourth and final step, which is that little earth thing down there, you have to serve it up to that. Because if you keep it amongst yourself, it means absolutely nothing. Because unrealized potential is like cow manure. It's all stinky, and it's absolutely worthless until you spread it around. And then it becomes what? Fertilizer. You make some stuff grow. So take that, and you serve it up to this hurting humanity in some way, in the impact, to be able to make a difference in that particular area, whatever that area is for you. So that's the actual pie thing. That's what it is. Why? I'll tell you why pie. Because I get that question a lot. Why you do this? It's a serious question. So here's my serious, honest-to-God answer. It's because I'm afraid. Afraid of what, you might ask? I'm afraid of one day dying after having lived a life that really didn't matter much for trying to make a difference or an impact in this world. I'm afraid of going to meet the one that I believe created me with a story of I shoulda, woulda, coulda, but never didda. So why do I do it? I want to promote those things like compassion, love, kindness, grace, mercy, forgiveness, generosity, and on and on and on and on. In fact, I think the one that's created us, why would he create us and not help us to embody those things that he's best at? And they're just words, by the way, but they need a face. See, I can say, compassion, love, respect. All of those things are words, but they need a face. And that face is, guess who? I give you a hint. The last word is you. Last letter is you. They need a face. So why do I do pie? That's why. It's because I want to be able to say, hey, I did something that I know was good at its core. The come from place, as me and Tina was talking about the other day, the come from place is a solid one. And are you looking for fame when you do this? No, absolutely not. In fact, I've been called a humanist and a Satanist. Somebody called me that. And I had to look it up. And I said, whoa, is that me? Whew, that hurt. Out of all the good stuff, you remember the bad one, right? Am I alone? You remember the bad one. And so I framed the bad stuff because I wanted to remind me not everybody's going to get it. That's just the way life goes. If you believe that, say, oh, yeah. Oh, yes, because it's true anyhow. All right, guys, I know we're getting right. Oh, yeah, we're right there. We're right on time. I'm gonna do this. First of all, I'm going to leave you with this. A cheetah and a gazelle, never friends shall they be. For a cheetah is a gazelle's natural-born enemy. 60 miles per hour is that gazelle's top speed, but the cheetah can reach 70 if it really feels the need. Now, simple math says that cheetah should always win the race, for it can achieve a speed that's at a much faster pace. But alas, the statistics say that 1 out of 19 is that cheetah's chances to succeed, because that gazelle has something on its side that's worth more than just plain old speed. Now, they both have different reasons for why they have to run their race. One is running simply to catch up, and the other one's running, of course, from being chased. Yes, this gazelle is running for his life, and the cheetah's just running for a quick meal. If the cheetah fails, he misses dinner. But if the gazelle fails, he gets killed. But despite those odds, that cheetah manages to come back again and again and again. But the gazelle's endurance and stamina tends to always help it win. But when the starvation starts to loom from that cheetah's many failed attempts and tries, that cheetah's motivation changes dramatically, and now they're both running for their lives. But yet and still, that gazelle has one other thing that tends to help it get away. It can zig and zag from left to right, and it manages to live another day. So that cheetah has to change its tactics and try to find a smaller, more weaker prey, one that lacks in endurance and stamina and tends to always go astray. Then it'll snatch it and grab it, and it'll shake it like a rabbit and rob it of its breath, and then enjoy its meal, one morsel at a time, until there's nothing but bones left. Now, I know this is a little bit graphic, but there's something here I'm trying to do. You see, there's a distinct parallel between the behaviors of animals and those of us humans too. So what's your motivation today? What helps you to overcome? What gets you up bright and early to the rising of that sun? Are you following your passion and your purpose and leveraging your gifts and your talents too? Or are you listening to the voices of those naysayers that are telling what you can and you cannot do? Do you see yourself as this cheetah who never gives up and comes back again and again and again? Or this gazelle that has this amazing endurance and stamina that tends to always help it win? Either way, keep that legacy and things in front of you, and that's sure to get you through. And never ever forget that adversity and challenges and changes come to help you to be a better you. All right. And don't allow the memory of your last failure to bully you into a mindset that thinks you're all done. So just get on out there again for one more day, I say, my friend, and run, Forrest. Run! All right, guys. All right, did you have a good time tonight? All right. Okay, guys, get on your feet. I want you to get your pie in the sky here. Let me see your two fingers here. We're going to go out with a pledge. Some of you have been here before. We got a pie peace pledge, we call it here. Repeat after me with conviction. No, with conviction. Repeat after me with, mean it. All right. I pledge allegiance to my pie. We're going to say it again. Say it like you mean it. You can point at it too if you want, because it's serious. I pledge allegiance to my pie. I find my purpose and define my why. For in this world, we're all sisters and brothers. We should love one another and be in service to each other. So I will leverage my passion and build a strong legacy too. And for those who don't believe in me, I'll just show you what I can do. Now just give a hand for your pie. Clap your hands for your pie and your reason why. All right, crank this thing up, guys. Thank you so much. I would love to be able to see you guys come back to our next one. And I have a vision to grow it to Fox Theater size, convention center size, and we're looking for any help for you guys to get the word out. Make this. Is this good? It's good? You enjoyed yourselves? All right. You guys have a great evening. Don't forget, we get one time through this life thing. Let's not make it good. Let's make it great. Have a great evening. And we'd love to get some of you guys' reaction. Come on up, hype girl. Get the hype crew. Get the hype crew. Get the